Okay, that stream is now on YouTube. I'm just going to double check it to make sure that it's coming through clear. Hmm. Okay, it looks like we're live on YouTube. Wholeness and Balance Vibrations family. It's great to connect here with everyone. Yoga, wisdom, tea, and incense through it all. And this is the tribe. Of course, we are here in this event that we've been coordinating every week to get everyone deeper into themselves. And I'm Sevan Bomar, and we're getting this ready and it's live today. But this is a great time and opportunity for you to connect with yourself. It's a great time and opportunity to breathe into this space. You may have come from the dream world, or anything that may have altered your vibration. The moon is moving, there's a lot going on around us, so we just want to do something every day, at least, to make ourselves stable and to bring that energy into our lives. And I'm here with my great brother Andrew in the studio, and a lot is happening over here as always, but we're about to lift up this vibration with yoga, tea, and wisdom. So it looks like that we're pretty much ready to take off. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. It looks like the broadcast on the stream is coming through clear. Also, for those that are, I just will let everybody know. So those that you see on the camera today, first of all, for those that are on the line, it'd be great if you turn your camera on if you have not already. We give thanks and thank you so much for being here and representing that reflection of someone else, because they may be watching this on the YouTube side and be like, that person looks like they're just like me. I probably will want to do that. Let me get into that synchronicity. So that's a deep way for us to connect. And that's why we decided to bring this yoga to YouTube. And we decided to give others the opportunity to come in and to practice yoga. If you want to do this and be on the screen here and represent with tribe, you can do so following the links that are in the description or joining Secret Energy, and you'll get the email notification about how to do that. And then also it's live here on YouTube. So if you're a little bit shy but you still want to get that yoga in, you can do that now. Also, remember, there are now 3 of these. I know 2 of them came out really well. So this means that even after today, if you want to keep practicing yoga, because we're doing this every Thursday that we can at this point, make sure that you go and catch those older classes, because it's still just stretching more into yourself, and you can keep doing those even daily until you memorize those positions, and you'll actually find yourself already on point with your yoga. So this is another one that we're doing, but there's other ones already. I also want to let everybody here know that in the upcoming weeks that we will be attempting to simulcast this. And so it will again bring some technological challenges maybe in place. So we're going to leap those hurdles together and see how that all works. But our intentions are to keep going with this. Just want to make sure I got everything out of the way, and I'm letting the stream breathe a little bit so we can go ahead and get started. All right. That looks good. So we're going to start the process of the wisdom aspect of things. And I'm going to leave my camera on like this. I wanted to let everybody know also, if you're inside of the Zoom and you're seeing the gallery view, so this means you're seeing all of those small windows. If that's the view you want, you can have that. Also, if you just spotlight this window, it'll blow up for you and you'll be able to see us here, and it'll be a bigger picture. So I just wanted to let you know that. Also, if you're on the YouTube side, you're going to see the gallery view until we begin yoga. And that's just, right, we're showing force. So if everybody's not going to be on the screen, then what's the use of doing it? So we're going to do that for now. But when we switch over into the yoga, we want the big screen to be on. So I'm asking my moderators out there that if somehow we make that transition, and I've been taking 1,000 breaths, so I don't really realize how to connect with my brain anymore, do open the line again and say, hey, you need to put it on big screen. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Wholeness.
Definitely. Absolutely excited to be here on another blessed day, having this opportunity to connect. Sevan and I have been now having these experiential yoga classes every single day for probably about the last 3 months. And now I happen to be going over to Mexico to go teach some classes, and I'm heading back to Los Angeles to do a meditation app filming for Headspace. And I really just want to give thanks. I want to send my love to each and every one of you for joining us in these classes, and let you all know that they're not going to stop. We are going to continue to bring this cultivated wisdom together no matter where I am. So I'm going to be logging in on Zoom as well, wherever I am, to be able to jump into sharing this wisdom with you, to let you know that it goes on, it continues on beyond time and space. So I'm excited to be able to have the opportunity to practice with you here, but excited to practice with you anywhere. So we are on page 394 of the Bhagavad Gita, and this is verse 30. And it starts with, relinquish all activities onto me, devoid of egoism and expectation, with your attention concentrated on the soul, free from feverish worry, be engaged in the battle of activity. And there's a little star here at the bottom of this, and it says, by 3 roads we can reach wisdom: the road of experience, and this is the most difficult; the road of action, and this is the easiest; the road of reflection, and this is the noblest. Confucius. Sincere God seekers do not renounce true duties of the proper activities necessary to perform them. They overcome egoism, which makes one responsible as the doer and as the receiver of good and bad karma. True devotees feel that since God created them, he alone is responsible for all their activities. They work for God without worrying, knowing it is he who is working through their soul faculties, as sensed in the depths of calm meditation. Materialists who feel deserving of the fruits of their actions egotistically believe in their own leadership, create karmic bonds that entangle them and mesh them in good and evil. The yogis, acting in attunement with God's will, as ascribing to him all actions and their fruits, make God responsible. In the performance of both worldly and divine duties, yogis thus remain unattached and free. The actions of selfish men spring from the desires born of ego hopes. The divine man works neither at the dictates of egoism nor at those of selfish desire. He is devoid of I-ness and the idea of the I am the doer. Since he is working for God, he has no individual desires, nor does he hope to attain any material goal. The Gita stresses the renouncement, repeated so often, of ego consciousness, material hopes, and desires, because these renew the roots of cancerous longings that devour the soul's peace. The roots of unfulfilled desires and frustrated expectations sprout into worries and misery-making reincarnations. The enlightened man performs actions to please God, known to him as the sole creator and genesis of all activities, and tunes in with the wishes of God, who guides him to his proper activities. He does not try to frustrate the divine plan by selfish will, nor to impede its fulfillment by non-action. The true devotee says, Lord, steer my boat of activity and meditation to the shore of thy presence. Just as men nightly forsake all physical and mental activities to enjoy the pleasure of sleep, so the yogi relinquishes all desires for the fruits of his daily activities to enjoy the ecstasy of attunement with God. Without vanquishing the divine ego-inspired expectations and desires, the devotee cannot enjoy the consciousness of the calm bliss in self, as it is felt in Kriya Yoga meditation, in which all material consciousness is automatically dissolved in the union of soul and spirit. The material man is an ego plus worries. The divine man is a calm soul plus the eternal joy of spirit. The yogi not only relinquishes egoism during the all-surrendering union yoga of mind with the bliss of meditation, but during ordinary wakeful activity as well. In the highest state of ecstasy, the yogi can remain united to spirit even while working with the mind and body, to carry out the divine plan. By engaging with the divine consciousness in all of his activities, the devotee is free of egoistic limitations during wakefulness, as in the ordinary man during sleep. The Lord does not ask man to be without divine ambition, divine desires, or divine activities that lead to liberation, but rather to stop working under the influence of the manipulative ego, which casts the soul again and again endlessly into pits of reincarnations. The Lord's macrocosmic consciousness guides all creation and its activities. One should not interfere with the liberating divine rhythm by following the dark counsels of egoism. Forsaking all selfish motives, expectations, and aims, the devotee should realize the unity with God, performing all activities as dictated by his intuitive perception of divinity. And that is today's reading on chapter 3. It's verse 30, and it's on page 396 is where it ends. Absolutely wonderful to have the opportunity to share that it is this continuous action that is intertwined, interwoven with our divine incarnation that allows us to fully align with that which is the divine. And so it's, being truly intuitive and acting from that space of knowing that your actions are not looking for some type of material or worldly result. Instead, those results are allowing us to deeply connect with that which is our divinity within, that is much deeper than our skin and goes beyond time and space. And that is why those actions are divine, because they are actually intertwined with our true nature, which is our dharma. So I'm happy to be able to share this word with you. And now we sip a tea. Wherever you are in the world, blessings, cheers. Much love to another day of life. Ready?
All right, tribe. So we are going to go ahead and get into the yoga. And I just wanted to add to what was being mentioned about action. It's very important to realize that we can believe that we're anything, and we can think that we're anything. You can imagine the imagination of a child and many of the things that we've wanted to do this life. I want to help children. I should start a hospital. I really want to assist poor people. All of those are thoughts. The actions are what count, because when you get out there and you go and do it, then it actually shows and it confirms that your meditation is matching with your external acts. And so I just wanted to give that to everybody. And also, we're going to make the camera big for those on YouTube. There we go.
And if you have your sage or your incense, your Palo Santo, your frankincense, whatever it is, this is the opportunity to really bring some loving intention to your space. These are sacred herbs. As we all know, plants are what sustain us. So using these sacred herbs to cleanse the space. To bring forth a deeper sense of harmony with that which is within and that which is throughout. And we begin today's practice in a comfortable seat. As you take this comfortable seat, maybe you sit upon a pillow. Yeah, it's all good. You can see, we can take this comfortable seat, perhaps sitting on a pillow or whatever feels best for you. Just uprighting the spine, creating more space for you to align to that which is your inner divine. So you place the hands onto the knees, really lift through the chest, take a deep inhale, And as you exhale, draw the navel in and feel a roundness in the spine. Inhale, lift and lengthen heart up. Exhale, really round. Inhale, lift and lengthen heart up. Exhale, round. Creating a deeper sense of awareness of your breath as you expand and then contract. Really emulating that which is the universe, constantly expanding, constantly contracting. Each and every one of us is a reflection of that complete awareness, that macrocosm that is inherent within the microcosm. 3 more deep breaths. Nice. As you come back up to center, press the hands onto the knees and press the elbows out as you circle clockwise, creating more space through the spine. So you can lift through your neck, bring some oxygen into the brain, really allowing your inhales to match your exhales. Letting go of any stress, any unneeded tension, anything that is hindering your body from full fluidity, from this full awareness that we are meant to flow with effortless ease, bringing forth health, wealth, prosperity, productivity, and true action. Nice deep inhale brings us back through center. Nice little gentle balancing posture as you extend the legs forward. Maybe you can bring your hands to your toes, extending the legs out, finding a balance here, really lifting the chest, breathing into your best. Finding stillness for 2 more deep breaths. Go ahead and opposite the cross of your feet. So the less dominant foot is probably on the bottom now. Hands come back to knees. Go ahead and opposite the rotation of those Sufi rolls. So we're now going counterclockwise. Optimizing the breath by bringing awareness into the breath. Maybe you close your eyes and focus on how it feels. As we shut off one sense, we tend to amplify others. So this is a prime opportunity to breathe into your body and bring that awareness from your mind into your body. Anytime that the thoughts begin to wander off to what's happening next or what's happened in the past, come back to the present. The present moment is the most important moment that we can direct our energy towards. Really open up all the way from the sacrum. Feel the energy rise into the lower belly. Feel that energy move into the space of the diaphragm, connecting to the rib cage as you circle as large as you can. Really create space through the spine. Uplift that energy into your heart, which is divine, sending the cosmic vibration of intuition through each and every cell of you. As that energy moves up in between the shoulders, allow it to speak through your throat, creating harmonious vibrations that bring forth a new view. As the energy moves up into the space of your third eye, really open up the neck, the chin, the top palate, allowing that energy to flow in as the energy moves all the way to the crown of the head. See if you can find that deep circular motion, spiraling here like a double helix of energy, bringing forth the divinity of all life into you. Go ahead and find stillness in that comfortable seat as your spine stacks directly here on the earth, bringing forth a connection into your truest self-worth. As you allow yourself to root down into the earth, feel that root allow you the nourishment to rise up to the heavens, drawing the shoulder blades onto the back body. Really feel the lift of the heart. Let's take a deep inhale, hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep inhale, hands reach up, lift up, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one. Deep inhale, hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. Exhale, hands to heart center. As you draw your hands to heart center, lift your heart into your hands, as your hands are just conduits of your heart. When we speak of action, those actions come from our hands that are intrinsically connected to our hearts. So let's energize an intention at our heart center and allow that intention to move into the action of our hands, pressing firmly together at the heart, feeling the connection, the balance, the harmony that resides within. Take a deep inhale to prepare for Om. Next inhale, hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. And as you exhale, forward fold, really reach your fingertips forward, begin to sway side to side, relax the head and the neck, creating a little bit more space in your hips, drawing a deeper awareness in your fingertips. As you reach the fingertips forward, see if you can lift the palms. Again, acting from this space of truth, tapping into your inner youth, bringing forth a playful sense of discovery into the body, the mind, and the spirit. Your next inhale, gently bring both hands over to the right side of the mat. Really stretching all the way through your left side body, feeling the stretch from your left hip all the way to your left rib cage, all the way to your left pinky finger. Maybe you can place your left hand on top of your right, creating more space through the side body. As you inhale, look underneath the left underarm. As you exhale, look underneath the right underarm. Inhale, exhale. Really creating length all the way from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Allowing the breath to do the work of clearing any sensations that may be limiting, blocking, or obstructing that which is your full flow of energy, of life force into this existence. Nice deep inhale brings you back through center. Go ahead and rise up. Again, release the feet. Find that balancing position, extending the legs out, allowing that fresh blood flow all the way to the soles of the feet. Lift the chest. Bring life your best. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, switch the cross of the feet. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Extend the fingertips forward, gentle sway side to side. As you inhale, think of allowing the breath to glide into the space right behind the heart, opening up the shoulder blades, allowing you to extend forward, to move forward with more awareness, with more conviction, with a deeper sense of knowing that these actions are not for us, right? We're not doing this for ourself. We're doing this for the higher self, right? The deep sense of realization that each and every cell of you is co-ordained by that which is the natural awareness of conscious expansion. Your actions are just a counterpart of the whole, all intertwined with the divine. As you inhale, go ahead and bring both hands over to the left side, Matt. Reaching through the fingertips. Perhaps you bring your right hand on top of your left, creating more space through the side body. Diving deeper into the inhales, lengthening into the exhales. Perhaps you place your right hand on top of your left, inhaling, looking underneath the right arm. As you exhale, look underneath the left. Inhale, big breaths. Exhale, let it go. Inhale channels the oxygen in. The exhale releases carbon dioxide, which is often the best way to channel any toxins out of the body. So take some deep breaths. So often that we're caught in spaces of worry or perhaps spaces of feeling unsure. Take some deep breaths. Come back to your brain. Come back to the relaxation of knowing that all that is happening is for the benefit of your conscious path in this time-space continuum. Last 3 deep inhales, create more space through the side body. And 1 draws you back through center. Inhale up. So as you exhale, gently release the feet. Come into a tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, tucking your toes, gentle circles into the shoulders. Bring some circular movement into the wrists, opening up the toes, breathing deeply in and out through the nose, finding that awareness, opening up your fingertips like roots, allowing the fingertips to spread as you draw forth the nourishment of the earth into your body. Gentle circles in the opposite direction, allowing your being to be a clear reflection of that which is spirit, that which is source. Allowing each and every cell of you to shine, while at the same time focusing your mind on drawing awareness into the space of your body that needs it most. Maybe today it's your hips, maybe today it's your shoulders, maybe today it's your heart. As you come back through center, stack the shoulders over the wrist. Go ahead and press the right elbow forward, then the left elbow forward. Really opening up as much as possible through the underarms, creating some more space here. Tapping into the inhales and the exhales. Keep the breath moving, keep the body grooving. Nice deep inhales, long exhales. Really shuttle any toxins out of the wrist, out of the palms, as these hands are for creating, taking action, writing those emails that you need to, knocking out that beautiful next agreement, writing the vision that you have for the future. As the spring equinox is soon approaching, we want to bring forth that deep sense of integrity into our bodies, our minds, and our spirit so that we can be in full harmony with the seasons. This is our time to flower, to bring forth that deep sense of awareness that we can bring beauty into this world that will then manifest into the fruits that are gifted to us as a deep awareness that each and every one of our actions comes with due fulfillment. So you come back through center, go ahead and spread your fingertips and allow your fingertips to face the outside of the mat. Gentle sway left and then right, really opening up through your shoulder girdle, creating more space in your trapezius muscles. As you press into your fingertips, lean the head right and then left. As you lean to the right, lean your left ear to your left shoulder. As you lean to the left, lean your right ear to the right shoulder, creating more space through the side body, seeing if you can find more space in between your rib cage and your hips, opening up through your fingertips. Last 3 deep breaths. Nice deep inhale brings us back through center. Go ahead and place your fingertips now down onto the mat. Lift your palm away from the mat and take some big circles into your shoulder blades. Breathing fresh energy behind your heart. Tapping into the integrity of your art. Not allowing your art to be over influenced by the outside world or by what people say is right or say you should do. Instead, tapping back into that which is true, your intuitive awareness of the God that is within you. Go ahead and opposite the rotation, big circles in the opposite direction. Spreading through the fingertips, allowing the shoulders to move. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, go ahead and extend your fingertips forward and draw your knees back. See if you can get your knees to stack right underneath your hips. Gentle sway side to side. Really open up through your fingertips. Lift your elbows away from the mat. Wrap your triceps so that the biceps face towards the sky. And allow your breath to be the medicine that gets you high. Higher into a deeper sense of knowing yourself. Higher to the connection of all the tools that you've been dealt. All the resources, all the skills that you have within your being. Allowing them to be here, aware, fully optimized so that you can move forward with your highest intention. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, melt your heart towards the mat, press your hips up and back, really spread through your toes. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. As you exhale, plant your palms and walk your knees back towards your tabletop position. Go ahead and extend your left leg out to the back of the mat. And bring the left heel down to the mat. Bring the right hand directly underneath the right shoulder and lift the left hand up to the sky. As you create some space through your side body, take a deep inhale here. Find the length through your left fingertips as you reach your left fingertips towards the front of the mat. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, really do your best to draw the navel in towards the midline, creating one straight line all the way through your side body. If you're feeling like you want a little challenge today, you can lift your left leg up. You may need to find that balance on the right knee to lift that left leg up. Really creating space all the way through your side body. Feel the energy begin to build. Feel the heat begin to build. Take a deep inhale here. If you're feeling adventurous, you can bring your left elbow and left knee together. If you fall over, it's all good. You can get back into it. We're going to go for 5 big breaths. Exhaling in, inhaling out. Exhaling in, inhaling out. Last 2 big breaths. And 1. Full extension here, really reaching the left hand forward and the left leg back. Bring the left hand down to the mat. Take some big circles now into that left hip. So we activated the left hip. We opened up through the side body. Now we're lubricating the hip socket. Big breaths, opposite the rotation, big circles in the opposite direction. Allowing ourselves to move into the subtle nature of the body. Deep inhale here. Go ahead and draw the left knee down. Give your hips a nice little shake side to side. Relax the head and the neck. Be like the happiest dog, shaking off any stress. Could be a happy little chihuahua. Maybe you're a pit bull today. Maybe you're feeling like a Doberman Pinscher, or maybe just a golden retriever. Maybe just a happy human. Living happy and free, allowing your breath to move into infinity. Deep breaths here bring you back through center, stacking the hands directly underneath the shoulders and the toes underneath the heels. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, draw the navel in. Inhale, heart forward for your cow pose. Exhale, draw the navel in. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, draw the navel in. Big breaths. Last 3. 2 big breaths. Last one, deep inhale. Exhale. Really plant into your palms, extend your right leg to the back of the mat. Go ahead and bring your right heel down and see that you have that nice heel to heel alignment. The more that you bring the heel and the heel into alignment and the knee to stack underneath your hip, the easier it will be for you to find balance. Lift your right hand up towards the sky, really open up here. And as soon as you feel that right foot plant down, think of opening your arms and then draw the navel in towards the midline. See if you can upright the pelvis, really create more space in the upper chest and more engagement in the lower belly. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, reach your right hand forward, really stretch through your side body. Deepening the inhales, lengthening the exhales, creating more space through the side body, opening up that whole right lung. Take a deep inhale here. If you're feeling adventurous, you can lift your right leg up. Finding that balance, taking your time, really feeling the breath as you continue to align. If you fall out of balance, it's okay. Keep trying. We use our breath. We find our balance. We take our time. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, perhaps the elbow and knee come together. This is a lot of hip stability. The hips are oftentimes the muscles that do a lot of work and receive very little attention. So maybe after this class, you have the time to do a little foam roller, get into your hips. Maybe you get a massage and get your hips massaged. Maybe you have a nice little tennis ball and you can roll into those hips. If you're feeling that the hips are lacking that stability, this is the opportunity to breathe into that space. Last one, deep inhale. As you exhale, elbow and knee come together. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your right hand down to the mat. Take some big circles now into that right hip. So we went from stability now to mobility, right? So we build the muscle, and then once the muscle is built, we allow it to flow fluidly. We tell it, okay, now that you're nice and strong and activated, you can move in all of these directions. Opposite the rotation, spread through your toes, big breaths in and out through your nose. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right knee down to the mat. Again, gentle swivel of the hips side to side. Allow that movement of the hips side to side to roll all the way into the spine, moving that energy up the midline to the crown of the head. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, find stillness, press into your palms, wrap your triceps, Feel the eyes of the elbows reach forward as you tuck your toes, pedal into your first down dog pose. Really pedal out the feet. Create more space in your hamstrings. Breathe fresh awareness into the legs. Relax your head and your neck. Energize your arms. See if you can create more space all the way from your shoulders to your fingertips. Pressing into the palms, spreading through the fingertips. Opening up the ankles, wiggling out the feet, letting go of any false energy. Nice. Look forward at the top of your mat and gently walk the feet to the top of the mat. As you inhale up halfway, lift the chest. As you exhale, bend your knees generously and rest your rib cage on your knees. Bring your hands to opposite elbows and gently begin to bend the knees right and left. See that there's enough space in between your feet to fit both of your fists, so your feet are hips distance, allowing you space to move into the hips, relax the head and the neck. Deep breaths. Creating space. Go ahead and opposite the rotation. Big bends in the knees, opening up through the shoulders. This is feel good yoga. What are we here to do? Feel good. Love life. Shine our light. Be divine. That's what we're here to do. All that other stuff, not really true to you. Come back to that which is your divine purpose. Take a deep inhale here. Take a generous bend in both knees. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and bring the feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale, hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your heart. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, breathe it up. Exhale, forward fold. Utilize your breath as you bend your knees. Exhale all the way out. Come onto your tippy toes, lifting your heels away from the mat. Maybe you can place your fingertips down, lift your chest forward. As you exhale, press your heels down. Maybe you can lift your toes. Inhale, heart forward, lift and lengthen. Exhale, straighten the legs, lift the toes. Inhale, heart forward, bend those knees. Really oxygenating the ankles, the knees, the toes. Keep the breath moving with the flow of the pose. See if you can bring more awareness to your toes. Maybe even spreading out your pinky toe. Maybe you can bring more awareness to your ankles and feel how they move forward, creating more space as you lift the feet. Maybe you can bring more awareness to your knees, opening up the space of the knees, working into the joints. Last 3 big breaths. 2 deep breaths. On your next one, plant your palms, walk the feet back to plank pose. Nice and strong in your plank pose, bring the ankles together, press into your toes, stack the shoulders directly over the wrist, gentle circles to the right. Warming up your shoulders, your wrists, feeling the lift of your lower belly. Opposite the rotation. Maybe you can move into opening up the toes and the ankles even more. Maybe even releasing the feet down to the floor. Building flexibility in the feet is key to really walk with more tranquility. Bringing that awareness into the feet and the toes as we bring the ankles back together, find the length. Nice deep inhale. Bring the knees down, the chest down, and the chin. Inhale, scoop the heart up. Let the breath come in. Exhale, hips up and back. Find your down dog for 5 deep breaths. On your next exhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands, step or hop it forward. Inhale, up halfway, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Surya Namaskar A 3 times. Deep inhale. Deep exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway, lift and lengthen. Plant your palms, bend your knees, step or hop back, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, up to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Use your breath. 3 deep breaths here. As you exhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands, step or hop it forward. Inhale, up halfway, lift and lengthen. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. For these next 2 Surya Namaskar, you can add or subtract anything that feels best for you. Keep it linear in this asymmetrical flow. Deep inhale, hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. As you exhale, forward fold, let go. This is a perfect opportunity. If you want a little strengthening, you can add a Bakasana. You can hop it back through your chaturanga. You can inhale into a little shoulder shrug side to side. Feel your down dog as you glide the spine up and back. Relax. Today I'm feeling a little bit more energized. I had a long drive yesterday, so I took the time to rest and relax, and now I'm feeling like, let's go. That's how I'm feeling. So you guys are going to get that let's go flow. Bend the knees, look in between the hands, step or hop it forward. Inhale, up halfway, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Only do what feels best for your body. As you inhale, maybe you add a little back bend. As you exhale, maybe you deepen your forward fold. Planting the palms, step or hop it back. Lower through the chaturanga. Inhale, up to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take your time. Breathe into your inner shine. Knowing that you are divine. That just by you showing up for this class, you're already that much closer to being the full expression of that which is your highest self. Deep inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, look in between the hands, step or hop it forward. Inhale, up halfway, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last Surya Namaskar A. Give it your best. Give it your breath. Forward folding. Plant the palms. Step or hop it back. Inhale it up. Exhale, down dog. Utilizing your awareness to tap into the present moment. Take a deep inhale. Left leg reaches up to the sky. Starting with the left leg here to honor the divine feminine first. Lifting up through the left leg, creating more space, tapping into our inner self-worth. Place a deep bend into your left knee. Take 5 big circles. Really getting into those hips. Those are our creative center. That's where all the creativity comes from. Opposite the rotation. Think about the hips. That's also where we were all birthed from. That's the creative center. Nice deep inhale. Open up the left leg as much as you can. As you exhale, bring the left knee across the body to the right upper arm. Tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw it across. Tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw it across. Tap. Last 3. 2. And 1. Left leg reaches up and back. Step the left foot in between the hands. Come high up onto your fingertips. Take some gentle circles into that left hip. Creating more space here. Opposite the rotation, gentle circles in the opposite direction. Nice deep inhale, heart moves forward. Draw the navel and feel the lower belly lift. Extend the left hand forward and then the right. Reaching those palms forward. Nice deep inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Draw the navel in towards the midline. Really engage the lower belly. Bring your hands to your lower rib cage and draw the navel in. Then find a deeper bend in your left knee. Awesome. Hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up, reintegrate. As you exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Really spread through the fingertips. Create space. Dive deeper into this twist. Nice deep inhale here. Little smile on your face. As you exhale, tap the right knee down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knee down. Right hand comes down. Left hand reaches up. Nice. You can bring your left hand onto your left knee. See if you can twist a little bit deeper. Maybe put a bend in that left knee, bouncing into that right hip flexor. Take a deep inhale here as we're opening up the hips, releasing the lower back. Left hand comes down to the ground. Pull the left toes back towards your shin. Gentle sway side to side. Let the breath move into the hamstring. Big breaths. Create space. Big breath. Maybe you roll the ankle, open up your toes, breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Last 2. And 1, put a bend back into your left knee, stacking that knee over the ankle. Lift the back knee up off the mat. Inhale, rise up to crescent pose. The most true expression of your crescent pose. Pressing into those intentions. Lift up, breathe up, lengthen up. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Step the left foot back. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale up to the up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe. Take your time to truly bring the breath all the way from the tops of the lungs down to the bottom of the belly. And then as you exhale, exhale all the way from the bottom of the belly to the tops of the lungs, clearing out any false energy, any stagnant energy, anything that doesn't serve you, so that you can create space for what does. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Reach the right leg up high. Take a bend in your right knee. Open up the right hip. Big circles. Opposite the rotation. Big circles in the opposite direction. Inhale, open up the right knee as much as possible. Almost as if you can get your right foot to touch your left shoulder. As you exhale, bring the right knee across the body to the left upper arm. Tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Last 3, big breaths. Last two. Last one. Right leg extends up and back, full extension. Step the right foot in between the hands. High up onto your fingertips, gentle circles here. Bring that awareness into the ankle. Bring that awareness into the knee. Bring that awareness into your hips to bring forth the security of balance. It's when we become balanced that we're far more creative, right? It's when you have that discipline, but you also have the freedom to flow. That's what creates creativity flow. It's what allows us to tap into what we already know and then blossom that into that which is our art, opposite the rotation, gentle circles in the opposite direction. Now reintegrate, press into your right foot, stack the knee over the ankle, really feel the lift of the back leg, extend left hand forward, then right hand forward. Draw the navel in towards the midline. Take a nice deep inhale as you find the length of your spine. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Nice. As you exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Now reintegrate the lower belly. Maybe you draw your hands to your core, lift your back knee up a little bit more. Keep the bend in the front knee. Inhale, hands reach up. As you exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Feel the twist. Expand your wingspan. Broaden your horizons. Take a deep inhale here, bend your back knee, tap down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Keep that back knee down. Left hand reaches down, right hand reaches up. Twist. And take a few bounces here into your hips. You can also bring your right hand onto your right knee and twist deeper, lifting your right rib cage away from your right thigh. Breathing into your breath. Allowing yourself to get high on prana, life force. That which is your energetic connection to all consciousness. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, right hand comes down. Gently pull the right toes back towards you. Gentle circles here. Opening up, creating some more space. Tapping into your body with a smile on your face. Practicing yoga in this beautiful place that is your body. Right? All that outside stuff, it's all just an illusion. That which is your temple. It's the most profound space for the spark of divinity that is you. So really work on your temple daily. Take your time to clean your temple. Cleanse out the insides. Clean up the outsides. And really find that divine space so that spirit can move through you. You become a conduit, a channel, a circuit of energy. Take a deep inhale here. Go ahead and reintegrate, placing your right foot down, stacking the knee over the right toe mound. Utilize your breath as you lift the back knee up. Heel over toes. Inhale, rise up to your crescent pose. Really integrate into it. Bring the palms together. Lift the heart up. Deep inhale. Exhale, both hands come down. Step the right foot back. Lower through your chaturanga. Inhale up to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Press into the feet. Press into the palms. Feel the lift of the lower belly. Take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, bend your knees, looking between the hands. Step or hop it forward. Inhale, up halfway. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Gently sit the knees down, sit the hips down. See if you can graze the fingertips down to the ground and lift the hands up. Take a deep inhale into your chair pose. As you exhale, hands to heart center. Twist, right elbow, left knee. Diving a little bit deeper now into these twists, drawing the heart towards the hands. See if you can allow the hips to settle down towards the mat a little bit more. Awesome. If you would like, you can open your arms to explore that wingspan. Tap back into the inhales. Dive deeper into the exhales. Feeling the lift of the lower belly. Really opening up the kidneys. Bringing out the organs of purification, your kidneys and your liver. Nice deep inhale brings you back through center. Hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. Exhale, both hands to heart, left elbow, right knee. Lift your heart towards your hands. See if you can sit those hips down a little bit more. Squeeze the knees together. Utilize your breath. Begin to explore. Perhaps you expand the arms. Breathe. Find the balance comes from the breath. Last two, deep breaths. And one, inhale brings you back through center. Hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Really relish in this nice rest of the legs. Plant your palms, bend your knees. Step or hop it back, lower through chaturanga. Inhale up to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Starting with the left leg again. Left leg reaches up to the sky. Step the left foot in between the hands. Go ahead and ground your back heel down so your back foot is in a 45-degree angle. Bring your left hand to your left glute. Wrap the glute down. Extend the right hand forward. Take a deep inhale here. Both hands reach forward. Extend all the way through your side body. Feel one straight line of energy from your right heel to your fingertips. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Deepen the inhales, lengthen the exhales, move the heart forward. Keep a bend in that left knee. Feel your breath move up. Nice, deep inhale here. As you exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Nice, go ahead and open up the arms into your warrior two. Creating new space, finding a new view. Back foot is now parallel to the back of the mat. See if you can draw your navel in and tuck your tailbone. Nice, now place your gaze over those left fingertips. Breathe into that left knee. Straighten the left leg. And then bend. Now straighten. Draw the navel in and bend. Lower belly active. Straighten and bend. Last two. And one. Keep a bend in your left knee. Bring your right hand to your left hip crease, if you can get it there, drawing the shoulder open. And now left hand reaches up to the sky. Create more space, open up high. Breathe into that side body. See if you can ground that left hip down. Draw the navel in towards the midline. Feel a lift of the spine. Deep inhale. As you exhale, straighten the left leg. Release your right hand to your right shin and see if you can create even more space through your side body. Make the fingertips of the right hand light. Use your core. Open up your side body. Take a deep inhale, a little bit more. As you exhale, come back through center. Arms parallel the earth. Inhale forward. Find your triangle pose. Place your gaze up at the right fingertips. Your left hand can come onto your left shin, or the fingertips can come down to the ground. Really open up your right shoulder. Feel the draw of the shoulder blades down and back as you broaden your collarbones and create more space for your breath. 3 more deep breaths. 2. And 1. Right hand reaches forward. As you pivot onto the ball of your back foot, look forward, breathe forward, put a bend in your left knee and come into your standing split. Right leg reaches up to the sky. As you exhale, bend your right knee and bring your right knee to tap on the outside of your left ankle, tapping down. Little Shiva squat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tap it down. Last 5. Finish strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put a bend in your left knee. Step the right foot back. Inhale, rise up to crescent pose. 1 deep breath. Lift the heart up. Take your time. Utilize your breath. Calm your mind. Exhale. Both hands come down to the mat. Step the left foot back. Lower through chaturanga. Inhale up to your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe into the body. Coming back to that breath. Nice deep inhale. Right leg reaches up to the sky. Step the right foot in between the hands. Plant your back heel down. Utilize the breath and bring your right hand to your right hip. Draw the right hip down. Really feel the alignment as you come into that sacred geometry that is your body. Left hand extends forward. Feel the right hip root down. Bring both hands forward. Nice. So the back heel is down so that you have even more space through your left psoas. Extending the fingertips forward. Take a deep inhale. Rise up to your warrior one. Utilize the breath. Create more space. Put a little smile on your face. Life is good. We're practicing yoga. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Open it out. Warrior two. Find a new view. Place your gaze over those fingertips. Draw the navel in towards the midline. Nice deep inhale to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Really create as much space as you can. All the way up your spine. Root the tailbone in. Find your midline. Bring your left hand to your right hip crease. Encourage the hip crease down. Right hand reaches up. Lift up. Breathe up. Reverse your warrior. Create as much space as you can through your side body. Dive deeper into your inhales. Lengthen your exhales. Put a little smile on. Life is good. We're opening up into new space so that we can be open to receive that which is our truest heart's intention. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, gently straighten. Release the left hand onto the left shin. Make the fingertips light. Use your core to shine into your heart forever bright. Last two deep breaths. And one. Inhale brings you back through center. Open up the palms. Really create space. Now move into your triangle pose with a deeper awareness of that space that we've created. Maybe the fingertips come down to the ground. Perhaps your gaze comes up to the left thumb. Reminding ourselves that all of these postures are just like expressions of life, putting us through different twists, different turns, different ups, different downs, while we still are here with tranquility, equanimity, and the power of our breath. Slow down the breath in and out through the nose. Deep inhale here, left hand reaches forward, pivot onto the ball of your back foot. So you glance forward, put a bend in your right knee, come into your standing split, left leg reaches up to the sky. As you exhale, bend your right knee and bring the left knee to the outside of the right ankle, tap. Inhale up, exhale, tap, inhale up. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and step that left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, rise up to your crescent pose. Breathe up, lengthen up. Feel the length in the heart. Create even more space. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Take a nice little rest. Maybe your left ear comes onto your hands. And feel your connection with the earth. Feel your connection with your inner self-worth. Just be compassionate with yourself. Slow down the breath. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, let it come out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, slow it down. Inhale. Exhale, slow it down. As you inhale, chest lifts up. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, spread through your fingertips, come into a Sphinx pose, lift your heart forward. Take some gentle circles into your shoulders. Creating more awareness through the shoulder girdle. Go ahead and opposite the rotation, big circles in the opposite direction. Awesome. Now go ahead and bring your right hand over towards your left elbow. Maybe you even grab the left wrist. We're going to actually place the right hand down anyway, and the left hand's going to reach back for the left foot. You can grab the left foot. Awesome. If you can't, you can grab a rag or a shirt and wrap it around that left foot, or a strap if you have one. If you're feeling adventurous, you pull that left heel towards your left glute. If you're feeling even more adventurous, you can wrap the fingers around, press the left heel down, and begin to gently move into the quadricep. Bringing your breath even more into the quadricep, thinking of lifting the back knee. So instead of the knee pressing down, the thigh is pressing down. Yeah, so press the pelvis down, lift the chest, use your breath. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, release the foot. Both hands come forward. Bring the feet together. Make sure that you have space for your pelvis. Lift the heart up. Left hand comes across the front of the mat, parallel to the front of the mat. Right hand reaches back, grab right foot, lift the chest. Bring the right heel in towards you. If you can, maybe you can flip those fingertips and take a new view as you open up. Create more space in the chest and the hips and the quadricep and the hip flexor. Last 3 deep breaths. On your next exhale, gently release. Press into your palms. Press into your hands, spread through your fingertips, and lift your chest up. See if you can draw your navel in. Maybe you can walk your hands in a little bit more. Draw the shoulder blades back. Maybe you can walk your hands back a little bit more. Draw the shoulder blades back. Lift your lower belly up off of the floor. Open your heart. Look up, breathe up, lengthen up. Open your chin. Use this as an opportune time to let spirit seep into each and every cell of you. Open your heart. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower down. Allow your chin to rest onto the mat. And tuck your chin so just your third eye and the bridge of your nose are on the mat. Go ahead and allow your palms to rest, palm face open, and draw the heels towards your glutes. Reach back. Maybe you can grab your right foot and then your left. Take a deep inhale here. Bring the knees together, bring the ankles together. And now as you exhale, kick into your feet, lift your head, lift your knees, breathe up, kick into your feet, lift your head, lift your knees, breathe up, kick into your feet, lift your head, lift your knees, breathe up, smile. 3 more deep breaths. Yeah, there we go. 2 and 1. Gentle release. Relax your right ear down onto the mat. Give yourself 5 deep breaths. Feel the connection of your heart to that which is the earth. Slow down the breath. Deep inhale. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nostrils. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Inhale, look forward. Plant your palms down. Allow your hips to come towards your heels as you come into a child's pose. Bringing the palms together, relax the bridge of the nose. See if you can quiet your mind. Release and relax into the length of your spine. Nice deep inhale, look in between the hands. Go ahead and shift your hips forward. Swivel onto your left or your right side and extend both feet forward. Give yourself some space here, releasing the glutes so that you can feel your sit bones ground into the ground. Press your heels down, open up your toes. Deep inhale as you lift up into Dandasana pose. Place the palms next to your hips. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back body. Lift all the way to the crown of the head. So this is a prime, opportune time to fill your lungs with fresh breath. 3 more deep breaths. Allow the heart to lift, allow the spine to lengthen. Deep inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Draw the elbows down towards the mat. Relax your head and your neck. See if you can lengthen all the way from the lower back, creating even more space. Last 2 deep breaths. Inhale, rise up. Go ahead and place a bend in both knees as you draw your hips towards your heels. Bring your hands onto your knees. Go ahead and roll onto your back body. Give yourself some big rolls up and down the spine. Maybe you can rock yourself in a circle to the right. Opening up your toes, breathing in and out through your nose. Maybe you rock yourself to a circle to the left. Yeah, being like a little kid again. Discovering how the body moves, how we can create more space up and down the spine. Discovering what it feels like to be intertwined with the natural intelligence of life. Go ahead and draw your left knee in, extend your right leg out. Take some gentle circles into your left hip, gentle circles into your left ankle. Releasing any unnecessary tension, any stagnation. Opposite the rotation. Nice deep inhale here. As the right knee comes over to the left knee comes over to the right side body. Extend your left hand out and look towards your left thumb. Nice gentle supine twist. Slow it down. If your mind begins to wander, come back to the awareness of the body. If your body begins to fidget, come back to the ease of your breath. Five more deep inhales, long exhales. Gentle inhale brings you back through center. Go ahead and draw the left and the right knee into your chest. Give yourself some gentle circles up and down the spine. Draw the right knee in, extend the left leg out. Breathe deep inhales and exhales into that right hip. Opposite the rotation. Breathe into a deeper relationship of your body, your brain, and your breath. Draw the right knee over to the left side body. Extend your right hand out and look towards your right thumb. Nice deep inhale brings you back through center. You draw both knees into the chest. Give yourself gentle swivel side to side or up and down, whatever feels best for you. Just taking your time to release any excess energy, to let go of any nervous energy, to let go of anything that doesn't serve you so you can be clean and clear as you tap into your Shavasana. Gently bring your hands to the soles of the feet, coming into a happy baby. Release the neck, release the shoulders. Allow the shoulder blades to draw down and back. As you lengthen your lower back onto the mat, draw your navel in towards your midline. Breathing into the optimized length of the spine with your breath. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, flutter the lips. Deep inhale. Exhale, flutter the lips. Deep inhale. Exhale, flutter the lips. This time, release the hands from the feet. Shake out the arms and the legs. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Shake out any false energy, any stagnation, any limitations. Let it go. Let it go. It's not yours. Take a deep inhale in, breathe in all the abundance, all the prosperity, all the health, the happiness, the love, the joy. Deep inhale all the way to the tops of the lungs. Hold it. Sip in one more sip of air. Shake it out. Exhale, release. allowing yourself to feel the tingling sensations as fresh energy moves through each and every cell of you. As you find the balance that is your inhale and your exhale, your body and your brain all coming to a space of stillness. On your next inhale, gently bring some movement into your toes. On your next exhale, bring that energy all the way up from your toes to tops of the crown of the head. Spread through your fingertips. Take a deep inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Breathe all the way into your body. Gently roll onto whichever side of your body is most open, allowing the knees to draw into the chest. Allow your bicep to be like a pillow. And on your next inhale, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat where the spine can be upright. And as you arrive at this spine that is upright, allow your heart to lift into the length of the spine. You draw your hands to heart center, bowing your chin to your chest, bowing your brain to your body, bowing your brilliance to that which is your benevolence, your intellect to your intuition. Take a deep inhale in, reminding yourself of that intention that you set at the beginning of class. Take a deep inhale into the tops of your lungs. Prepare for Om. Inhale, hands reach up, lift up, lengthen up. As you exhale, draw the hands to the third eye to see with clarity. Hands to the mouth to speak only words of truth. And hands to your heart to be forever connected to your intrinsic youth, that which is your joy, your love, your bliss, that which connects you with intention and presence in moments like this. Wholeness. Yes. It's another one.
Wow, family, as we take a moment to center ourselves into the space, just giving thanks. Just giving thanks to this wonderful gift that we've been given in life, to have the presence of each other in this world, in this existence, and to be able to shine the light. And if you want to be inspired today to do something amazing, this is another reason. If our brother wasn't here doing something amazing, we wouldn't have this gift. And so too, if you don't go forward today and do something amazing, someone will be missing the gift from you. Yeah. And as we breathe through it all, I'm sure you may have heard the neighbor decide that he wanted to do the lawn, and that's just keeping it all balanced. Keeping that yin with the yang. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment to just ask anybody if they're actually on the line and they need any inspiration or have any questions or comments in relation to the practice of yoga and to centering into oneself on this path of enlightenment. And so I'll take the time for that. And just give me 1 second. I know our sound needs to be readjusted here, so let me just do that.
Much love to you all. I'll see you again. I got to jump into a meeting right now, but I'm pretty sure that Sevan and I will organize a really awesome opportunity for us all to connect and to continue to dive deep into this practice And I'm really excited to have the opportunity to share with you every day. So much love to you. Super stoked to present to you the planetary yoga that we've been working on as well. The Eniology yoga is going to be next level. Super excited. So blessings, much love. Continue to rise above. We're in this together.
Thank you. Let everybody talk because I know that they unmute lines. Y'all want to give Andrew that wholeness and salute from the tribe. You can now unmute your lines now. Thank you.
Wholeness, Andrew. Wholeness, thank you, brother.
Wholeness, thank you. Giving thanks. Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
brother.
It was perfect, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. As I mentioned, I will give a moment, just to let the energy digest. Our brother Dominic was mentioning that the other day. Sometimes they go through these amazingly powerful sessions, and it's always great to just give an opportunity to clear the space for those who are just joining the session. And so I wanted to make myself available to, if you had any questions again about the path, then you can answer those questions, ask those questions now, or just any comments. How do you feel? How is the energy assisting you in the space these days? And so I'll leave time for that. There's only 26 of us on the line today. I know there was probably a little confusion with the time zones, but it's more than enough. And of course, there's the archives. So anyone that wants to go back in on this, because it was a powerful session today. I know some of y'all were like, okay, is this, where am I at? And then others were like, yes, this is that perfect flow. And so the more you do it, obviously, the more, powerfully resilient you become. It's not like working out where you're in some kind of competition with someone else and you're trying to to be the biggest guy or the fastest guy or woman in the gym. It's really more that deep integral level of just dialing deeper into yourself. So yeah, the lines, if you wanted to say something, you could unmute. There's no moderators on deck today, so there'll be no raising hands. But if you have something, we'd love to hear from you.
Wholeness.
Location, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. We do our best.
I just want to give thanks. Rudy here from Massachusetts, from Boston. This session was amazing. Last one was great as well. I was late in the last one. I caught I believe the replay. Right now I'm feeling great. My body feels so light and it's breathing. I just want to continue doing this, and I'll do my best to continue to appear and show up for self. I just want to give thanks. I don't know much about yoga. I just know that it feels great. I feel much lighter. So thank you all. Thank you, tribe.
Thank you, brother, for diving in. I also wanted to let everyone know every time we come in early in the morning, you generally, especially at 6 a.m., we're just coming out of the dream world generally. And the energy is now needing to be stirred up and moved around. And it's always good to get right into the yoga as soon as possible to really set your day, because you'll be having certain levels of stagnancy. I can't say I wake up all the time just feeling all great, like, yeah, here we go, everyone. Sometimes there's something that needs to be cleared. And that's why I like to, even before doing too much talking or anything, make sure that I dial in and do my own diagnostics with self and see how I'm feeling, because you're going to have to be responsible for the energy that you're bringing into the day and that you're bringing to others. And, like even an upset stomach, you're more angry. Somebody asks you something, you snap at them. If something's going on with your significant other, you can go right into the space that you create in. If you're your workspace or whatever, you can be mad at someone there for something someone else did. So this could create a lot of confusion and chaos in your life, and also for others that are around you. So this is doing that work of making sure that the environment is clear. So thank you so much, brother, also for jumping in. And I trust we'll see you in that next session and that you'll keep going with your yoga. Remember that it's all about repetition here. Like It's really the big thing is getting in here every day. It's even a challenge for me and many of us, but we inherit this discipline because it's needed within all the other things that we deal with in daily life. Yeah, so we give thanks.
Wholeness, I would like to say something.
Absolutely,
This is Cassandra. Wholeness, this is Cassandra. I'm in Aurora, Colorado. This was my first attempt at yoga since 2013. I did better than I thought I would, and I can see that this is going to be beneficial for me. I did the best I could until I couldn't continue with Andrew, but I am very pleased with the progress that I've made. And yeah, that's wholeness. And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Like I always love to say, every master has their first day. And as long as we keep coming forward, then we keep seeing that extra stretch. Yoga is interesting because it's really balancing out strength and flexibility. And in life, you can really see how that's the two components that need to be kept in balance, because it tends to be the more strength you get, the less you become flexible. And in life, you could get, very strong with your personality and your character, and you could become more, just aggressive. And then what you lose, though, is sometimes the flexibility to listen to others and to dial into the space and to, harmonize and be in the flow. And then likewise, there's that ultra flexible being who just lets everything go and, is like super, okay, just a yes person, and everything in their reality just has to be no conflict. And that creates no strength for others that are around, and they have a tendency to just run right over or ignore the person's boundaries. And so having that perfect balance between the strength and the flexibility is really the key here. And it's beautiful to not just have to do that in our minds, because again, a lot of the knowledge is just that. It's knowledge. It's something written. We got to put it into the mind first. This art, which is thousands and thousands of years old, is really what we've been able to collect over this period as techniques that allow us to defeat things that would otherwise be difficult to really come to terms with. As I always say, the final battle is in the mind. And that's actually generally the battle that many are in right now, is figuring out how to gain back control of self and get some control in this course of things, but control over yourself versus control over others. Yeah. So thank you, sister, for coming in. And I trust that you'll continue on some of the videos that are already in the archives. I know also for those that have come in and maybe beginners, it can be a little bit tough. I would say this was slightly a beginner to intermediate, but know that we're also over here shaking and burning and, feeling in certain areas, especially the hips that I could use. Or does that even bend like that? Or is that even supposed to be there? Or, ooh, I hope that doesn't hurt for the rest of the day. We always say, grab some magnesium salts, some magnesium cream, and, make sure that you're doing the work. And it's just interesting because lastly, remember, we live in these temples. So it's very important to see, sometimes, again, we put a lot of time and a lot of intention into the things that are around us and the people that are around us. We maintain them. And what happens is we don't maintain our temple. And with anything with age, you start seeing the foundation cracks first. It stops being able to handle the pressure. And generally that goes on in your feet and in your knees. And, it's just like a beautiful building. If it's thousands of years old, it's going to start to crumble. So you need somebody to come back in, or actually you will be the first person to get in there and do the renovation, put up the scaffolding, and restore it all the way back to even not only to its original glory, but its original glory for being standing at this time. So that's a whole nother thing, because many of our elders, or some of us were maybe reaching into our 40s and 50s and 60s, but being able to stand in your glory is really the true admiration that, you should have for yourself. But it does also assist others around you in seeing that, hey, the life, the path is truly half full. And there's so many more things that we're yet to experience and that we can do for ourselves. No reason in letting the light die out, and keep coming back in and finding your motivation. That's why we're all here together. It's always great when you have some accountability, right? Where somebody is kind of looking for you and like, where are they at? Are they in the practice today? And that's, of course, what we offer in Sovereignty Mentorship, is the opportunity for the entire tribe that wants to participate to get together and to be accountable with one another, and to be also reflections with each other. And that's very powerful for this time, again, that we're in, because we actually have a very strong group of quite a few of us all over the world that are great organic beacons for just maintaining that balance. And even when you do come off balance, I always like what Jeanette says, that, remember that this is life. So it doesn't mean that you're walking around smiling all the time and everything is great and everything is perfect. It's really how you're dealing with all of that. So we're here to assist you in going through the process of dealing with it, as we would assume that you're here to do the same thing. So thank you so much, sister, for your beautiful reflection. Yeah. All right, tribe. So, okay, there we go. What's up? What's up? That's what I'm saying. Make it happen. I'm ready. Like, I'm a slingshot when I come out of yoga. So
I just wanted to say thank you and add something that I have noticed, and it's just my observation through this practice as we were doing today. And something that you have mentioned from yesterday on the clubhouse about the cross that we drew, and that cross was representing the elements. So as I was going through this yoga practice today, I was sweating like crazy. So that's something that brought to my awareness that is also, we are reconnecting with the elements, and we're trying to get that awareness of those elements inside of us through the sweat, that it's water, through the breath, that it's air, the earth, that it's our body and the postures. And yeah, so just to bring the awareness to that, and to bring balance, and to master those elements within us through this beautiful practice.
absolutely, sis. I'm so glad that you brought that up, because even something came to mind. Now, yesterday we had a very powerful build, everyone, inside a clubhouse. As you know, we've been working on keeping a consistent Wednesday. It's now at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. And we come in there. The heading of yesterday was thriving in the simulation, the simulated dream, thriving in the simulated dream, real people connect. And it seemed to be that perfect expression for so many new people that I haven't seen, and then also the existing tribe. And we went in there and we just totally connected in a different way. We went first with a symbol so that we all can get into a blueprint of what we're talking about, and then we went from there. And what is being mentioned is that the center cross is also the elementals. And what magic truly is to be able to feel and tap into that power inside of yourself, fire, earth, wind, water. So that way you could literally pull that same cord in the physical reality. So that the modern magic, which generally doesn't work very well, is full of people trying to just elicit change in the external reality by doing external things, where the ancient knowledge is you find the four elements in yourself and you figure out how to create that fire. And I'm sure we had some fire going on in the legs today. I was in one of those positions. I was like, I hope I don't fold in front of everyone. The God bleeds, it's just like, you feel the fire and the burning. And of course, even when we do that with our breath, we can make our breath into I can sometimes even do it in a day that's not as cold. It's interesting. We put out a lot of heat, and then likewise, we can make that same thing very cool. Right. So we have all of this whole array of elementals within us, from the moisture, as you said, to the earth and the body. And what that gives us, since the body is the symbol of fire, the pentagram, is it gives us this magical power if we can train it and use it to be able to tap in and to elicit changes in the environment, the external environment that's around us. So, yeah, you can imagine how intrinsic that build is. And I always feel like that it's also like a perpetual thing, that once you can get over the hill with maybe some of the damage or maybe some of the programming that has been done to inhibit those powers and abilities, you really start seeing how breathing makes you more powerful. Right. It's like after over the hill, I will say before over the hill, it feels like, okay, I'm getting tired. I'm getting winded. And there's another point as the Kundalini begins to kick in, as you breathe, you actually feel the breathing giving you strength. And then you feel like once you hit that point that you can actually keep doing the yoga for hours. And then also you feel a continuous stimulation as you're going through the process. So it goes from being pain into being pleasure. And so this is, again, you filling out more and more into your temple and actually realizing where those elements and altars were. And then, erecting that shrine back into yourself and aligning those four corners and realizing where the circle is and the Vesica and the Taurus that's around you, and then turning it on. And that's self-motivation. You're actually turned on by yourself. And for sure with this formula, you will sustain infinity because you won't really be draining life force every time you're going out and trying to have an experience. So thank you so much for bringing us into that awareness once again of how these elements are inside of us. And our yoga is to unite those elements into the awareness for ourselves of what they can truly do. We give thanks.
Hey, could I share a reflection there on the points of
reflect on, my brother, reflect.
So I did notice in the build, it was interesting that point-to-point system is for me finding those that are also on point. And the same brother that introduced me to you is from Puerto Rico, and we don't get to see each other that much. But that to me is the point-to-point system and the organic grid, is that even coming in here, I was falling over. I went into child pose multiple times. I'm 34 years young, but that's the beauty of it, is that we're saying this is important to come in with the body, mind, and spirit every day. And not even just now, because even within the book here, the Gita, no matter what our environment may be, into the mind where supreme communion reigns, heaven must come. Wherever we are, like you said, brother, if you find yourself in hell, before we know it, it's gonna be heaven, because it's all that mental fortitude. So I give thanks for the point-to-point systems here, because it's not easy, it's not hard, but with all these reflections, it's simple to keep showing up.
I love that. Man, thank you so much, brother. It's always great seeing you. They say one achieving these things has unlocked the portable paradise. It's wild, like, right. And they have it scripted like that, the portable paradise, a paradise, a heaven, a cosmos that you could take anywhere you are, right? Like, when is the last time someone has given us something that valuable? And then, so that means that nobody will ever be able to really top the gift that you already been given. So you can kind of stop the whole, well, let me get higher or get something more and greater. It's like, there's never going to be anything more greater than yourself, but you're also never going to be able to create anything greater than you. So what you become is the sum total of what you create. And so there becomes that feedback system even that you have with yourself. And then your brothers and sisters are around. That's why I love this. I came to another awareness in the meditation today in the yoga, just about how, like when the sister said earlier, I would, turn the camera on. I want to see you. By the way, I didn't mean to be offensive at all, but the camera was not working also. And it was like, we 5 minutes from start. And I'm like, but there's always a better thing to say. And this is where we can always revisit our own lexicon and our consciousness and say things like, well, sister, looking at anyone here on the screen right now that has their camera on will give you a good idea of who I am. Yeah. So it's always a way to convey the same thing. But again, early in the morning, hey, you may catch it. That's why we're growing up here together. And the beauty of it is to be able to be conscious of it. Yeah. And like to be able to come back into the space at any point in time and to move around the environment and the frequency and to let everybody know here, including you, sister, that you're greatly loved. And my main objective these days is to make sure that I'm pointing everyone to themselves. It's such an important responsibility to finalize even big journeys and quests and adventure, is to point someone back to themselves. So that way they don't get caught into a loop, because when you follow yourself inside, then you're going to see me anyway. You're going to see everybody who has been able to achieve that. And that's our goal right now. And since time draws nigh, we may not be here forever, ever on this time schedule. And so because of that, it does leave it to be very important that we at least make sure that we convey these things. And so I trust that makes internal sense.
Sevan, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of the content that has been published over the years. I'm even understanding Secret Energy, the Key Makers. I don't know if that channel still exists. Just everything. Wait, am I heard right now? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, well, wavy. But yeah, no, just I believe that like the class of beings that deem them that see the level of importance. It's like taking care of self on all levels, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I feel like these beings should collaborate, because it's like I work really hard on a day-to-day basis to bring the visions into the reality that really contribute like can create infrastructures that could just help the beings that want to expand and build good karma at the same time doing it. And I believe that like when great minds and great energy forces come together, like explosions can happen. So I feel like I believe that partners and stuff like that can definitely be formed from like meetups like this. And I don't know, like if there's a means to which people can like meet each other, because I feel like co-founders and stuff like that, I don't know, like you can't predict what will happen, but it's just a matter of creating the situations in order for the right energies to collaborate. And then if everything makes sense, let's do it. But
man,
yeah,
it's a real formula to that. You know, every time you set out to do that in my world, because you want to create that experience. And what you realize that it is a real art. It's like there's other things that you could just jump into. You could see it on TV and you'd be like, this is what we need. And then when you put the first one together, maybe it's crickets and nobody's there. And you can even like look at Secret Energy, you know, it's a massive investment of time and energy. It answers every single question, the financial, the spiritual, I need tribe, the medical, the whole nine. And, you know, we're barely topping out at 30,000 members. And there's a reason for all of this. There's a timing, right? There's a whole energetic field that's happening. Like there's a percentage of awakened beings that is constantly increasing. So it's almost like in analytics, they talk about target markets and this kind of thing. There's only a certain percentage of people that are actually interested even in this, right? And then every time you add on another component, and that's why we work to make it more simple. Because let's say, for instance, you're now talking about maybe some of the fallacies in Christianity. So right away, you're going to lose a certain percentage of people. And then maybe you're talking about how maybe it's better to go on this kind of diet. And those people that don't feel like that or not on that diet, you lose them too. And so at the end of the day, when you finally end up in that room of these amazing, I don't know, Avenger like Dr. Xavier like X-Men, it may be only 10 or 12 of them. And so what we're doing is we're working to create something that's less vertical, like a pyramidal kind of thing where it's a grade or let's say degrees of intelligence and wisdom, even though that's how the world is designed, and to bring in more of a horizontal design to where everyone is really the glue to another person actually getting to their next stage, which I feel like is in a lot of the more overarching energetic fields of how it's just a point-to-point system, and everything it's a full spectrum. So wherever a person's at, they just fit in that part of the spectrum versus trying to get everybody into one specific wavelength. and sometimes you would kind of lose the purpose. We need people everywhere expressing this awareness in the language that they speak, through the symbol that they carry, through the vibration or the frequency of their unique fingerprint. And then what we use a blueprint, an algorithm, if you may, that is written within the universe. Because other than that, we would just be reinventing the wheel. Like there's no use in really creating something in a creation. And I was actually, you know, just in winding it down here today, what we spoke on how nature, let's say in this case, trees, rocks, dirt, etc., has a tendency not to be exactly symmetric. Like if you pull the leaf off right now and you look at the leaf, it's not going to be perfectly symmetric, versus things that now I'm finding out are made by man's hands, including the bodies, including the temples that are on the planet. Even what I'm now seeing is the animals, they are symmetric. Like you cut yourself in half and it's almost like a perfect half. And so it clearly shows that how nature is in a flow, is in a groove, is in like, you need to pull back off the whole thing to see the whole perfection. And when you're zoomed in on it though, all you see is the fractal pieces of the whole. And where we're at also now is as beings on earth is that we're like, if you look at even a man and a woman are extremely perfect in their way of design and creation, with how they put together with the heart and a perfect perpetual field and all this kind of thing. And that shows you the intelligence and the knowledge that we reached. And so it also encourages us to really be in this space, not acting like, because we would look to nature now, we're looking at the trees and the animals like, yo, or, you know, I need to be like, and I need to be back like this. But where we really are, according to our template and is design, is that we're designed to create more perfection in this out here. And so we see that when we get one being or two beings or 10 or 1,000 beings that are on point and ready to make some moves in their lives, they also impact everything externally in their space. But they have to do that internally first. And so if someone hasn't done that, when they get in front of you, it sounds really odd. It sounds fake. It sounds like a bunch of intelligent words that are vacant of meaning because there's no experience behind that. I call it artificial knowledge. There's a lot of that going on right now. We have to encourage ourselves to go through the experience. Then however long it takes, if sometimes we're eager to want to get on YouTube or eager to want to create our book or eager to want to create our movie, but we have to really see what time truly am I on with my projection. Is that gonna hurt my projection? Because like, here's a word to the wise. Like when I first began this, I was immediately put into Costa Rica by my higher self. And I thought, I was going to be in the US and I was going to be doing my thing there. And I can easily see now why that would be a good idea. Because even with the amount of awareness and intelligence and even power that I had at that point, all I would have done is attracted a lot of people around me. And I wouldn't have completely gone through the process yet. I would have started it, but I wouldn't have finished it. And with all of the distractions, hours and hours of conversations going here and there, seminars, battles in New York, who knows, I might have been in there with Sonetta and all of them, like whatever the case may be, I would have missed out on myself. And so it's important to realize that the only way we can really be here is if we're with ourselves. The only way we can really do this is when we love ourselves. And so it looks like that with that smile on your face, brother, that you already have that mastered. So just know, you have your brothers and sisters here. We're saying, keep going. We're with you. And it's always on time. I'm going to upload also everyone the recording that came through from Clubhouse because it was powerful. Like we're going to redo it again this Sunday, just really putting in that template, if you may, of how consciousness moves from the inside out to the outside in. And I know that's going to be another gem. We always got gems. If people go back 10 years, there's always gems. And I trust that my actions show what my intentions are. And so, yeah, we give thanks, brother. And I want to go ahead and, definitely close the space. I know some have jumped in even before their daily activity, so they may want to hang around but have to go. So I want to definitely respect that and let everybody know we will be forward again next Thursday, I trust, depending on how that thing works logistically. But either way, you have the archives. And of course, you have the tribe. You could check us out. There's a secret energy chat. And if also you haven't started Anyology, you can join the website. It's free. The automations start rolling to you the moment that you start signing up. And if you don't see them, hit us up and support because they are working last time we checked, but we want to make sure that you get started on this process of your uniqueness. So wholeness. Also check out Andrew. He's always doing something amazing. If you want to get yourself healthy, the Glow Vegan Protein is definitely great. And, just supporting each other so that we can keep doing our thing here is important. Wholeness.
Wholeness.
I can give that grand crescendo of wholeness.
Wholeness, family.
22 of us.
Wholeness.
Yes. Wholeness, everybody.
Wholeness.
Oh, there's a lot of us in here. Wholeness.
Hey, Ernest, I see you, Ernest.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
Somebody just texted in the chat. Brother, oh,